Yo, what's up, guys? Our stock portfolio hit $20,000 today. Unfortunately, it's not there anymore. Let's round up here. So let's assume this portfolio was 13,500. As you can see, it was this morning. But if we head over here to the Moomoo portfolio, this one, if we round up to 6,500, that means our stock portfolio hit $20,000, which is a new record for me. It's awesome, but I want to just do a whole entire stock portfolio update, show you every single holding. So I have my Moomoo portfolio where I'll never sell a stock in there once I buy one, but here in my Robinhood portfolio, I really just do whatever I want within here. But honestly, I think I'm just going to hold on to all of these stocks for a really long time. I really don't plan to change any of these holdings. I love all of them, and I have my reasons for that. Here's my total lifetime return from each stock. So I actually just bought Meta, Salesforce, and Google not too long ago, and Meta's actually doing pretty good. I can't believe I'm already up 7% on them, and I bought them at all-time highs. Same with Google. I bought Google. Look at the 5-year chart. I bought it at all-time highs. I'm not too concerned about buying stocks at all-time highs. And also, all of these stocks in my Robinhood portfolio is now a dividend-only portfolio. I've committed it so I can only buy dividend stocks in here, but not just any dividend stocks. I've specifically carefully selected the dividend stocks with super low dividend yields, but because of that, they have super low payout ratios. So like Meta, Salesforce, and Google all have these dividend yields around 0.5%. And but the thing is, their payout ratio is like 10 to 15%. So they actually have so much room to raise the dividend if they wanted to. So this stock right here is actually my largest holding, and I actually bought it. You see that blue line right there? That is where I bought the stock, and this is kind of what it's done since then. The earnings have just been absolutely amazing. This is now my largest holding. This is a pure dividend growth stock, in my opinion. They actually project to make $40 in EPS in the year 2030. And if you do a PE ratio on $40 of EPS, that's an $800 per one share stock price. But I also have my Moomoo portfolio, which, like I said, I can never sell a stock in here once I buy it. So we do have some really good stocks like Powell Industries, but also Perion Network. We're down $837 on this stock. I used to buy this stock every day, but then they had some awful guidance numbers and it really hit the stock, but I still think the stock is really undervalued, and I'm definitely not selling my shares. Even if this wasn't in my Moomoo account, I would not be selling my Perion Network shares, and I wouldn't be selling my Bill Holdings shares. I've been buying this one too. I was buying shares at over $100 a share at one point, $109 a share, and now the stock is basically at all-time lows. When they reported earnings, they guided $2 of EPS this year, which if you do a multiple on that, that means right now they're trading at 27 times 2024 earnings, which really isn't crazy. So that's why it initially went up, but then I guess the market just didn't believe it, right back down to all-time lows. I don't really know what the deal about that is, but also, I just bought a share of Nike yesterday. I didn't really share it with y'all, but look, I bought a share of Nike yesterday at 93, and of course today it drops 2.2%. So now you can get it for $2 lower than I did. But this is such a long-term mindset portfolio. I know Nike's going to be doing great in the long run. 5 to 10 years from now, I'm hopefully going to be a double on Nike. We don't know, but also have EOG Resources. The energy market has been doing really, really strong since Q1. This company actually just bought back 1% of the entire company in the last quarter. And we also have DocuSign. I really want to add to DocuSign. We timed this one pretty crazy. We bought it right at the October low, and it hasn't really gone back since then. But the financials are great. They're trading at a forward PE ratio of 18, I believe. Does it tell me that? Yeah, DocuSign is trading at a forward PE ratio of 17.95. I know this stock really isn't popular because it doesn't pay a dividend, but let me show you their free cash flow per share growth. It's up 94%. You should do a multiple on their free cash flow per share. They're trading at like 10 times free cash flow. And also, guess what? This company, DocuSign, is completely debt-free. So if we go to their total debt, they actually in the most recent quarter just paid off all their debt. And even after paying off that $700 million of debt, they still have $800 million of cash left over. And that cash made them $19.81 million in pure interest. That's one of the reasons why their free cash flow is growing so much. Actually, no, it's not really. It's only $19 million out of $270 million, but still, That's straight to the bottom line. That's pure free cash flow, dude. Whenever you have a lot of cash. But then we also have Powell Industries. This is another company that's completely debt free with tons of cash that is milking high rates. Actually, this company has a dividend, and the money they're making on their cash, so the interest that they're making covers the cost of the dividend. They made over 4 million in interest, and their dividend cost 3.5 million. So that's cool. We can see their net income growth. It's up 295% over the past year. So that kind of explains why the stock is doing so good. And we can just this stock is just crazy. I bought it at all-time highs, and I wasn't see that's the thing. I'm never scared to buy stocks at all-time highs because this is a cool stat. Whenever stocks hit all-time highs, it's usually followed by a cluster of new all-time highs. And the same is also true for when a stock hits a new all-time low or 52-week low. It's usually followed by more of those 52-week lows. But I never get scared of buying stocks at all-time highs. If it's a really great company, like Warren Buffett said, I want to buy a great company at a fair price instead of a fair company at a great price. You feel me on that one? Remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. So I also want to talk about Robinhood stock because I also own Robinhood stock in my Webull portfolio. I don't really share my Webull portfolio much because I want to dedicate that to something later. I want to make it special. But look at the EPS growth. They actually just went net income positive for the most ever, $157 million in the most recent quarter. Look at the amount of assets that went up, like the assets under management, assets under custody. It's at an all-time high for Robinhood. It is just crazy what they're doing. Congrats to Robinhood. That's kind of funny. I own Robinhood shares on a Webull account. But yeah, don't forget to drop a like on the video. It really would help me out a lot. And if you want to download this Moomoo app, you'll actually get 5.10% APY for free. Like you don't have to pay $5 a month like Robinhood. You'll actually just get a 5.10% APY if you deposit $100. That's all you got to do. And you also get some free stocks. Of course, this is just a really cool app.